To do it. This is the one for all tutorial. Yeah, yeah, one for all tutorial. I'm gonna do these two moves: Detroit, Carolina Smash. You know that little cross thing, Carolina. Hey, it even says it there. But yeah, I'm gonna do that, and I may teach y'all about the meshes, like how to make. Yeah, I'll do meshes as well in this video. Okay. So first, you just want to make your animations. I already have Detroit right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and make Carolina. Alright, we got this animation for Carolina Smash. So let's save it or export it. Export it as Carolina Smash. And bam, animation's done. Alright, so now we're gonna make meshes. I got a few right here for Detroit, but we're gonna make one more for Carolina Smash. And in order to do so, just hop into Blender. Let me remove this. And I'm gonna make one. This will be the X for All Might's Carolina Smash. Alright, so now to make it, well, to import it into Roblox, just make sure you have your mesh selected. Go to modifier, solidify. So you don't get like any like clipping or like a cell shade type model, but you just get the actual model. And then go to File, Export, and you can export it as a FBX or OBJ. Doesn't matter. You just call this cross wave. Make sure you select the objects only, or else you're gonna like, if you have like multiple meshes in here, you're just gonna export them all in the same thing, and that will, yeah, that would be destructive. And then just click export, exit out of Blender, go here, back into Studio, go to model, and you see like this little gear. It's like inside a how many sides is that? 1, 2, 3. Hexagon. So you click that. This is advanced objects. This is where you get like the animation controller and the mesh parts, which is what we need. So just find that, get that. I'm gonna duplicate it, put one over there. Alright, so once you have your mesh part selected, click mesh ID, click the folder, find your mesh, so we call it crosswave, open it, yes, no, and we have the crosswave in Roblox. Okay, so now I'm just gonna resize it a little bit, make sure it's all good and neat. That's pretty much how I want the size to be. Do I want it neon? I'm thinking about having a neon or force field. Doesn't matter, whichever. Not foil. Force field. Doesn't matter which one you want. It's up to you. I'm gonna go neon though. Alright. So now we have our meshes. So what I usually do when I make like effects for moves and stuff, I usually like plan out the effects. So like, I'll show you what you mean. Like the end results, pretty much how it's gonna look after. So I'm just gonna do this. And this will be pretty much the end results for Detroit Smash. And for Carolina Smash, I'm gonna do like this. Probably something else. Don't want to use these. And we can have another one of these, being like the little wind behind it or whatever. Just like something like this, something basic, not too like complicated and stuff. It's doable for you to do and stuff. Alright, so what we're gonna do is take this. Well, we gotta make the scripts first. So go to your starter pack, right click, insert a local script. Okay, so after you make the local script, I'm gonna call this Detroit. Oh dang, I can't spell. Okay, Detroit Smash. We're gonna go to server script service, make a regular script. Call it Detroit Smash as well. Go and replicate its storage, make a remote event. I'm gonna call it Detroit. Okay, so in the local script, we're gonna type local player. This gets your player. Get service players dot local player. That just gets your player, like your player. I don't even know where I was going with that. Okay, now we're gonna do local RP, which for me stands for replicated storage, but you can have like RS capital RS, whatever. I just like to do RP, and then we're gonna do game.getService, replicated storage. Now we have to reference the Detroit remote and replicated storage. So what we do is Detroit is equal to RP dot wait for child Detroit, because Detroit is a child of replicated storage. Detroit is a child of replicated storage. Alright, so now we're gonna use user input service. This is like your keyboard and all that other stuff, and a little bit of your mouse. When you use a debounce, which is just a boolean, we're gonna use a cooldown. Let's say our cooldown is like 2 seconds. Alright, so now to get the key press function, we have to do UIS that input begin, because like we're clicking the button. We're gonna do colon connect function. Now inside of input begin function, it has two parameters. It has your input, and it has, I want to say, a sort of debounce of its own, but that's not really a good explanation. I'll say like it's a variable there to pretty much make sure that if you're typing in chat, it won't activate the script if you type that button. So I just like to call it is typing because it's a lot easier to read and understand what it does. Alright, so now if we do if is typing, then return, not require, return. So what this says is if you're typing in chat and you click the input, like the input key that's for this function, it won't like do your move while you're chatting and stuff. So if we do else if input dot key code is equal to enum dot key code dot, let's say, what do you want this to be? E? I guess we can go with E. Then, so now we're gonna use a debounce in this. So what you want to do is if debounce is equal to false, then debounce is equal to true. So what this does is make sure that you can only use the move once, since debounce is, if debounce is false, and then once you use the move, it's set to true. So you have to wait for the cooldown to kick in for you to use the move again. Okay, so now what you want to do is fire the remote, and we fired the remote. I feel like there's an error here. I want to see something real quick. I don't know, it just seemed like an error, but it's an error. Okay, so now at the bottom we want to drop a few lines, and we're going to do Detroit.on client event. So this is this is the opposite of fire server and on server event. So fire server does the server event that we would do in here, and this does fire client, which comes back to the on client event. I'll explain this more in a remote event tutorial, but yeah. So now in this function we're going to do wait, not path, wait cooldown, then debounce is equal to false. So we set debounce back to false so you can use the move after the 2-second cooldown. Okay, so now what you want to do is copy these two lines, paste them there, and then we're going to do Detroit.on server event colon connect function. Okay, so when you do a on server event, the first parameter is always player. It's always your player, the person that fired the event. And we don't have any secondary ones, so we can just leave it as player. So now we're gonna do local character is equal to player dot character, and local humanoid is equal to character dot colon weight for child humanoid. This just makes it easier for us to play the animations and like get the positions and see frames better. Alright, so now what we want to do, we're gonna name this wave. This is the wave, right? And we're gonna name this rocks. So now what we're gonna do is select both. Go down to can collide, make sure that's false. Go to anchor it, make sure that's true. Massless. But go back to wave and make sure wave anchor it is false, because we're gonna use the body velocity. Should we use the body velocity? Yeah. Nah. We're gonna use tween. So make it anchored. Okay. So now we're gonna just select them and drag them into the script. Now we're gonna make two folders in the script. We're gonna name one animation or animations. We're gonna name the other one meshes. So this is where your rock and wave will go, or your meshes. Now we're gonna right click the animations folder, insert animation. We're gonna call this Carolina. I'm just gonna call it that. So now what you do is go to Chrome or whatever you're using, go to Roblox, go to create. Once you're under my creations, animations, if it loads, alright, click on Carolina Smash, copy the link, go back to Studio, paste it in the animation ID, and it should transfer into like this with the RBX asset ID thing. Okay, so now go back to the server script. At the top, we're gonna make a damage variable. So we're gonna say like damage is like 50 damage. Anything else? Alright, so now we gotta reference our animation folders and meshes folder. So animations is equal to script that wait for child animations local meshes equal to script wait for child meshes. So now we have the mesh folder and animation folder. Alright, so now we're gonna plan the animation. So we're gonna do local smash is equal to humanoid dot load animation. Then we're gonna do animations dot Carolina, and we're gonna do smash dot play. So now if we play this, it will play the animation. But like, oh wait, we're not even doing Carolina Smash, we're doing Detroit. Oh man, I messed up. Okay, go back to, make sure you do Detroit Smash instead of Carolina. Oh man, I messed up. I messed up. Alright, Detroit, do that. Just making sure. Just like that. Okay. Detroit. Alright, this is Detroit Smash. Okay. So when we press E, it should play the animation. So just like a basic punch. Alright, so let's go back to the server script. And at the bottom, we're gonna do Detroit.fire client. This will just make sure it goes back to the local script and does the cooldown. Alright, so now we're gonna do, actually, let's go back to animation. This is gonna be a lot smoother if we do it this way. So let me just move this out of the way. If you go to your animation, alright, not Carolina, but Detroit Smash, go to your animation. I believe this is the punch part. So if you click where it actually like finishes the punch, right click it, rename the keyframe, name it punch frame. I already named it punch frame, but you name it punch frame, just like that. So now we're going to use a function called keyframe reached, and to do that we're going to do smash dot keyframe reached colon connect function, and inside the parentheses is going to be the name of that keyframe. So it's punch frame, I believe it's punch frame. Let me check. Yep, it's punch frame. Okay, then we'll just do that. Okay, so now this is when the mesh will spawn. Like it will come out your, well, let me say it different. It will spawn. Okay. Alright, we said we were gonna do tween. So if we go back up here on the Detroit, do local tween service equal to game.get service, tween service. And what tweening does, it's pretty much like a, I would say like a sort of like smoothing effect. Let me look it up. And I don't need to look it up. It's more like a smoothing effect. It makes things look clean and smooth, and also reduces lag. Okay, so now we're gonna do local wave is equal to meshes, because it's the meshes, and then we're gonna wait for child wave, and then we're gonna clone it, because if we just take the wave out, sorry about that. So like I was saying, when we clone something, because we don't want to just take the only one, we want to clone it. That way we have more of it rather than taking one and then placing it back and forth and just taking one again. Because if multiple people use it, then the next person who uses move whilst in use would not have the wave and it will cause errors, so you would clone it. Alright, so now we're gonna do wave.cframe. We're gonna position it in front of the humanoid view part. So we're gonna do like hum RP, and we're just gonna do humanoid view part. Alright, so now we're gonna do rp.cframe times cframe.new. In order to spawn it in front of us, it has to be a negative number, so we're gonna do like -3, and we're gonna do wave.parent is equal to, we're gonna make a folder as well. We're gonna call this local folder is equal to folder. We're gonna call this effects. Now this is where all our effects will go. And the folder will go inside our character. Effects dot name equal to effects. And yeah. So now we're gonna set the parent to effects. So now if we do this, like we activate the script or press E, then the mesh will spawn in front of us after we like hit the finishing of the punch animation. So bam, you see, bam. Alright, so now we're gonna make it grow and move in front of us. So this is where tween comes in. So tween has 3 parts: as a goal, aka like the effect itself, as local info, aka like how long the tween lasts, and tween itself. So this is how you would like create the tween. So we're gonna do wave info go. It has to be in that specific order. So now we want the move to last, let's say, 2 seconds. Alright, so now we want the wave size to increase. So we're gonna do goal.size is equal to wave.size plus vector3.new. So if we look at the size of the wave right now, the wave is 5 by 5 by 6.25. So we're just gonna increase the size by 2 and the length by 4. Yeah, 4 sounds good. Okay, so now we're gonna do local goal dot transparency because we want it to get invisible as it reaches in. So we're gonna do wave dot transparency plus parentheses 1 minus the wave transparency. So whatever the wave transparency is subtract that from 1 and then adds that to the already existing wave transparency. So it's like a smooth transition of like invisibility. So now if we play this should get bigger and go invisible, but shouldn't move yet. Yeah, and that's slow. Okay. That's alright if it's a bit slow. We'll make it 1. Okay, so now we're gonna do another tween. This is gonna be local goal 2, and this will be the movement of the wave. So we're gonna do Keyframe is equal to wave.Keyframe times Keyframe.new. So how far do we want to travel? Well, let's say 75. Yeah, 75 is a good number. Alright, so we're gonna do local info2 is equal to tween info.new. And we're gonna do 2. And actually, I'll change the transparency to goal 2 so it's like a smoother transition. Local tween 2 is equal to tween service create wave info 2 goal 2 tween 2 play. Alright, so now we're gonna use the ease and style. Ease and style is like the look of the tween. So if I search up ease and style Roblox, click on this, it displays you the different ease and styles. We're gonna use linear because that's like constant, like a constant flow, and it doesn't like slow down when it gets to its end. So we're gonna do comma enum dot ease and style dot linear. Alright, so if we look at this should move in front of us like pretty fast and grow and also go invisible at the end. So yeah, it's not that fast. We can make it faster. So we're gonna make this number 0.25. I'm gonna make this 0.75. And like the lower the number is in tween infos, the faster it runs. So we you see? We got a smooth transition. Smooth flow. Not really laggy. The size looks a little bit off though. A little bit off. Alright. So now we're gonna do like the little ground effects. So we're gonna do a loop for I equals 1. Sorry about that. How should we do it? We'll try different things. I'm gonna do 50 for now. I'm gonna do wait 0.25 seconds. It takes 2.5 seconds. So we're gonna do wait, and we're gonna do local rock because we want to spawn multiple ones. So we're gonna do local rocks is equal to, let's say meshes. So meshes dilute for child rocks. We're gonna clone it. Rocks.cframe is equal to wave.cframe, and rocks.parent is equal to effects. So if we look at this now, what it should do is like spawn a bunch of rocks, but I don't know. It's gonna be in the air because we didn't change the C-frame much. But if we do that, it actually didn't look too bad. Yeah, the rocks like lined up pretty good, pretty decent. Yeah, okay. We're gonna make the rocks like a brownish color. We're gonna give them the concrete. So now we have to make it go on the ground after, like it's like we need to make it contact with the ground so it looks more realistic. So we're gonna change the Y of the C frame that new because it's X, Y, Z. So we're gonna change the Y to a negative number. Let's do -3. So we do -3. Oh wow, that was perfect. That was perfect actually. And it still spawns like after. That's what I see. So we can fix that. Yeah. We're gonna do like 25. I'm gonna lower that number. I'm gonna play around with that. And we're gonna do camera shake too. So stay tuned for that. Alright, so now let's give the effects, the rock effects, like a fading away effect. So let's do local R goal. So this the rocks goal. R goal dot transparency is equal to 1. Or we can just copy this, paste that, and then change wave to rocks in this. Then we can do local R info is equal to tween info.new. I'm gonna do 2 seconds. Okay, so local R tween is equal to tween service.create rocks R info R goal R tween, and I'm gonna play that tween. So now they will like pretty much disappear after 2 seconds. So you see like that. Or we can make it like last longer. But I think doing like this is gonna be a lot smoother for your game. So let's just do that. But we're gonna do like a bigger number. Let's do like 3 seconds. Alright, so now we're gonna do the breeze so that nothing gets left behind and the server doesn't overload with parts. So we're gonna go at the top, the breeze is equal to game get service the breeze. Alright, so now we're gonna go to the wave. We're gonna do the breeze dot add item or colon add item. I'm gonna do wave, and we see how long this lasts. 0.75. So we're gonna do 0.75. So once this tween is done, this will actually disappear from your game, cause like it's gone. Alright. So rocks, we're gonna do kind of the same. Well, we're gonna do the same to rocks, but make it 3 seconds, cause that's when they disappear. So now, if we do this correctly, if we go up here, we go to effects real quick, degrees, effects, and since the rocks last 3 seconds, we're gonna do effects 3 seconds. Okay, so now we're gonna do damage. So we're gonna do this above the loop. So what we're gonna do is wave dot touched colon connect function hit. So hit is the object that wave touched. So now we have to sort of ignore your player and said that weird. Ignore your player and like be able to attack other people other than yourself. So we have to do if hit dot. Well, first we're gonna identify if it's a part. So we're gonna do mesh part or hit dot is a part. Then so we just checks and make sure it's like a part or mesh part, because that's what characters are. They are the parts of mesh parts, or like a mix of both. Then we're gonna check and see if it's a descendant of your player, and if it's not, then it will allow it to continue. So we're gonna do if not hit is descendant of character. Your character will be that descendant that it's comparing to. Then we're gonna do that. So if it's not a descendant of your character, then we're gonna look for the humanoid, and we already have it named up here, humanoid. That's ours. So we're gonna do local hum or humanoid, local enemy humanoid, and we're gonna do equals hit dot parent dot find or colon find first child humanoid, and we're gonna do if the humanoid is found, then we will do the damage. So we should make it go through, like hit multiple targets, or actually how should we do it? Should we hit multiple targets? Yeah. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna create like a semi debounce. I like to call this like a debounce as well. So we're gonna do if hum dot find first child, and we're gonna do if not, because we don't want to find this so it doesn't hit a player more than once. We're gonna do Detroit. Then, and since this is your player, we're gonna do player dot name dot Detroit space Detroit, so it only gets like your player, so it could be hit by multiple people's Detroit smashes. Okay, so now we're gonna do local. We can call this debounce is equal to instance.new bool value. We're gonna make the parent the enemy humanoid. We're gonna name debounce to this. So that name is equal to that. And we're gonna do debris.add item debounce. And this moves 0.75 seconds, so we're gonna do 0.75 seconds as well. And then we're gonna do hum dot take damage, and then damage. So if this is done correctly, this will work. I know this will work. But let's test it. Said this will work, and did not happen. Okay. Why are you not working? It might be working, but I think it's just because dummy is anchored. So let me make a dummy of my own, like real quick. I'm gonna just paste this dummy of me right here, and then we're gonna test. So this should work now. Yep. And it kills them. Nice. And if we have a whole line of them, so if you have like multiple targets, you have multiple targets. See? Bam. And yeah. I'm gonna do that. Okay. So now we're gonna do two things. We're gonna do sound and camera shake. So sound, pretty much you're just gonna instance like a little sound. Yeah, like a little sound. Let's do it like after the wave has been made. So local sound is equal to instance.new sound object. I'm gonna make the object our character. What a parent our character. Sound ID is equal to whatever the sound ID will be. And then sound play. So like this is all you need for your sound. You could like change the volume and all that other stuff, but this would be my sound. In order to get sounds, you have to either make your own and upload them to Roblox or find some in the library. So we're gonna go to the library. So just go to Roblox, library, audio. I should look for explosion. Now note, not every sound will play like inside. Ouch. Inside the thing. So what I'm gonna do is this. Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that. So what you're gonna do is, well, I think I have some in my inventory already. But pretty much once you find your sound, where is it? Let me use like a powerful punch type thing. Alright, so copy the ID, right? And copy the number. Go to Roblox. Paste it right here. Now if you can, go to your animation, your Detroit animation, and type in RBX asset ID :// and your sound is good. So now if we test it, it should play the sound when we see. There's the sound. Alright. We're also gonna do the breeze.add item. 0.75. Yeah, 75. Alright, so that's the sound. Now we're gonna make the camera shake. I'm not gonna use a module, so I just use a function. So we're gonna do function camera shake. we're gonna do character. Or no, we could do that inside the function. Local character. So you go player dot character. My character loads character. Okay, so now we're gonna do a loop. We're gonna use what's the thing called? Camera offset from the humanoid. So we're gonna actually need the humanoid as well. So let's do this. Keep it there. Keep there. Wait. Chop. Humanoid. Alright, now we're gonna do a loop. So for I equals, let's say 20. Let's do 30. Do wait. At the end, well before the end, let's do the actual part. So we're gonna do local A is equal to math dot random negative 10 10 divided by 100. So this will allow you to make it like smaller shakes and bigger shakes. So we're just gonna copy that, do A, B, C, and right here we're gonna do humanoid dot camera offset is equal to vector 3 dot new A, B, C, and then we're gonna do right here below is equal to vector 3 dot near 0, 0, 0. So now what we're gonna do a spawn function. Well, actually, I'm gonna do another remote event actually. So what we're gonna do, let's go back to replicated storage. We're gonna do Detroit cam, and then we're going to reference it up here. So I'm gonna just call it cam. As we go to RP that way for child cam. Copy that line. I'm gonna paste it there. We're gonna drop a few lines. We're gonna do cam dot on client event, because we want everything to time it, like everything, like timing is everything. So we're gonna do that. We're just gonna call camera shake, and inside here where it plays the sound, we're gonna do like right above the sound, we're gonna do spawn function cam dot fire client player. And now if we test this should give us our camera shake. So unable to cast value. Oh, that's not that. Alright, make sure we just fix our errors. Now we test it. We have a little camera shake. Little camera shake action. And like for like bigger moves and stuff, you can have them like these numbers like outrageously small. Well, no, not outrageously small, but like huge. Or you could just use like bigger numbers inside there. And yeah. Just gonna. Yeah. Nice little camera shake. So that is Detroit Smash. So here are the scripts. I'm gonna close this up. And Detroit Smash server scripts.
Let's have a bit of fun.
And yeah, this is Detroit Smash for the overhaul. I'm gonna do a part 2 because this video is like really long, and I don't know if y'all wanna watch like a 2-hour video or an hour and a half video or something. So I'll just make part 2 today as well. Like I'll make it like right after this and upload it later today or tomorrow. But yeah, if you enjoyed this, like the video, subscribe, click that bell so you won't miss any new videos like this. And thanks for 1K subs and 100,000 views. Like that is insane, man.